Yes, sir. We are live. Yes, sir.
Top of the morning to my people. Top of the morning to my people.
Top of the morning. Nah, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I've been sitting here waiting all day for this, man.
No, we late. We late.
Late,
We
bro.
late.
That's not. Yo.
Chat. That's cause of me though, man.
You went to
I had to go to the. I went to the.
Texans
Yeah,
game.
that's how you know I've been.
Your little
I've been
fade.
drinking. Yeah, I had to go inside to the Texans game, man. They played Tampa today. What a damn game, boys. CJ,
Truth.
you the truth, brother.
Truth.
You the truth, brother.
Truth.
CJ is definitely the truth, man.
Truth. Most definitely, bro. Most definitely. It's a fact. It's a fact. Talking about that, as you can see, I got the Cowboys and Eagles game in the back. Been watching football all day. Son, I ain't gonna lie, it makes me want to call out tomorrow. The way we about to get this extra hour of sleep on this daylight savings time. You feel me?
Shout out to that, because I didn't even know that until you told me. I didn't know that until you told me. So shout out to that. Shout out.
Most definitely. But nah, man. I actually wanted to speak about pretty much, today's football, which was crazy. One of the topics I really wanted to touch up on was the Baltimore Ravens defense, bro. Like,
They tough.
I'm not even gonna sit here in front. Like, when you watch the Arizona Cardinals play them, last week with Joshua Dobbs at quarterback, and you see the what's it called? The touchdowns. The late touchdowns, the gimmies. The gimme touchdowns at the end. I'm not even gonna lie. Their defense was way better than that, and I think today was the day that they proved that, listen, we are the best defense in the league. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I actually saw a stat today, and before the game started, they had 4 sacks today. They have 35 sacks in total as a team, bro. How many weeks is 9 weeks in the season right now? We at week 9, right?
Yeah.
How you got 35 sacks in the beginning of the season like that? You know what I mean? So, the Ravens had a great game, in my opinion. Lamar Jackson, not flashy stats. You know what I mean? No flashy stats and everything. But Lamar is taking care of the ball. He did have that one mishap fumble where he was throwing the ball. When the DN comes behind, or the linebacker came behind him, swat the ball down. But you saw what happened. You feel me? Like, you was watching the Texans game. I was watching the Ravens game. But I ain't gonna lie, when the Ravens game was finished, which it was finished since the third quarter. Well, the second half.
Yeah, that was early.
It was over early. Then the Texans game dropped on right after, and I saw that whole thing with C.J. Stroud and Baker. But CJ, tough. 400 plus yards. Tough. Real tough, bro. Real tough.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Going into that game.
Yeah.
Hold on. Sorry about that. Going into this game, I'm like, because I watched them in the preseason. I went to most of the preseason games, just to watch football. To watch football. Give you something good to do on a Sunday, summertime. Like, they gonna struggle this season. I ain't gonna lie to you. Said they're gonna struggle this season, right? We going to this game. First quarter, I'm like, it's going as slow as a young offense should go. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna see the especially with a younger coach that's coaching his first year really coaching, and then you got a young quarterback. He don't have no star receivers. He doesn't have no star-studded defense. So everything is going to take a little while.
Most definitely. That's a fact.
First quarter hits, I'm like, okay. He's struggling a little bit. He hits a little slant touchdown to Nico Collins. Nico Collins is a beast, 6'4", 225 wide receiver out of Michigan. Watch out for him. Watch out for him, because he could be pressure for the rest of his career.
So we always find that stud, bro, all the time, bro. Every season we get a new stud that's not even spoken about.
Stud.
All the time, bro. All the time. This usually happens.
When I tell you they fought in that game, because when they got to 20-10, I was like, oh yeah, it's over. You feel what I'm saying? Young guys don't really got that comeback in them. I'm gonna be honest though. Is when they're young like that, they don't really got that comeback, that fight in them to, you know what I mean, keep the game interesting.
Yeah.
Boy, Baker Mayfield scores that touchdown, makes it 33-30. I'm like, man. 36 seconds left. No, it was 48 seconds left. Dude next to me dapped me up and said it was a good game. I said, yeah, they fought hard.
Nah.
They fought hard.
For real.
I'm getting up to leave. Something said, man, just wait it out. You paid the bread. Fuck it.
Yo, bro. Listen, it's a fact, man. And
paid the bread. And then that man got that ball.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I was in the
shit.
I was in the party chat with my boys, Kai and them. Shout out to my boy Kahim.
Shout out to the Kai, man. Shout out to Kai, man.
Most definitely. We were just chilling. We were just sitting there watching. Well, I was watching the game, playing the game and everything. And I'm not gonna lie, I was like, yo, this is a defiant drive right here for his career. If he goes down this shit, he delivered, bro.
He delivered. When I tell you that stadium went crazy.
Nah, I know it did. I think I told Kahim, I was like, yo, I think I saw Keith on camera, bro.
Crazy, bro. They lucky they get. See, I was gonna get on the cam. You feel they had the little dance cam. I was about to hit my little bop. You know what I'm saying? They had the dance cam. I was about to hit my little bop. But I gotta play it cool. Forever gotta play it cool. But yeah, man, he's a stud. He's a stud. He proved that he's a stud.
Yep.
He proved that I hate to say that he proved he should have went number one. Because I really do feel like Bryce Young struggles really isn't on Bryce Young. It's on coaching. And
but it's also the surrounding pieces. Exactly.
Right. You Carolina
hit it right on the spot.
But he did prove to Houston we got something to look forward to. Yeah. And I'm not Houston, and everybody who really follow the pod, no, I'm not no Houston fan. I'm going to the games because I live in the city, man. And I love the city.
Went there for the experience, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love the city and the tickets. You feel what I'm saying? The price was right.
They don't got nobody expensive. You feel me? But,
exactly, not yet at least. But yeah, man. So I would give that. I give Bryce Young. I mean, if he's not rookie of the year this year, I don't know who is. He took a team that everybody thought would win 2 games and won them 4.
CJ Stroud has it in the bag as a quarterback.
If it's not CJ, somebody got to tell me who. If it's not CJ, somebody got to tell me who, because I haven't seen it yet. But
exactly,
yeah, great game. I had a great time. Your boy Baker, man.
He had a good game, bro.
Baker,
he had a good game, bro. He had a good game. Statistically wise, if you watched it, and then again, he did deliver. He scored on that last drive. You get what I'm saying, bro? Okay. So you can't really say it was Baker's fault.
So before we go deep into the podcast, let me ask you this.
Yo.
We get into draft night, and you're the coach of the Bucks. Do you look to get a quarterback
this year? It depends where I'm at. What number I'm at, what quarterback is available. If Caleb Williams is not available for me, which he won't be, because they're not going to be a top 5 pick. You know, the Buccaneers is winning games. They're not planning on tanking. You get what I'm saying?
They don't. No, they're not.
Exactly.
I agree with that.
You know what I mean? So, that's where it's a difficult thing to really speak about right now. We got to see what they're going to do by week 13, 14. Yeah. Give it to that time, depending on where they're at in the conference, because look at that conference. It's shit, bro. You got the Saints, garbage, really. They're not that good. Carolina,
quarterback.
Exactly. Carolina, they're not good, bro. Saints remind me of the Colts when they got Carson Wentz. I'm sorry to say it, but they just do. And Phillip Rivers. It's just like they get these older quarterbacks and think they're about to be almighty. It doesn't work like that.
Never has.
Never has, bro. Never has, you know. You also look at the Falcons. Tyler Heineke had a good game today, but Minnesota came on top with Joshua Dobbs. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that conference, it's always been a shaky conference. Even when Brady was there, it was a shaky conference. You know what I mean? Like, not the year he won the Super Bowl.
Defenses are good in that conference. Defenses are real good in that conference.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So, hey, move on. Ain't no biggie in that conference. I'm sorry. I just don't know what the Buccaneers is going to do. The NFC South is a tough division, but that division hasn't been the same since Matt Ryan and Drew Brees. Honestly. And Cam Newton. You know, I could really go down the list. You know what I mean? But you know who did what's the fourth team? I'm forgetting the team in that conference. You know, yeah, who did the Buccaneers have for those couple years other than Brady, Jameis Winston and them? So you get what I'm saying? That conference.
Don't see my famous Jameis though, man. That boy was hoop. That boy was balling. That boy was balling. He the funniest.
Yeah.
He's the funniest quarterback.
There's a video I always see homie twitching his hips around the thing, and the guy smacking the ball, and he's going around the dummy.
He twerking the hips. Yeah. See, he's a different kind of cat.
He's a clown, bro. He's a clown.
Jameis is a different kind of cat, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, tell the people what's in the cup. And before we dig even into that, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. We started this right first episode. I'm talking to Juice. I'm like, yeah, man, I got some beers with me. He said, hey, bro, that's all you. I don't drink. Feel what I'm saying? I'm like,
yo, it changed, bro. Cause it changed, bro. Cause I don't spark up no more. I don't do that thing no more.
Listen, man, you gotta have advice, right?
Yeah.
Everybody got advice.
But you know, we got a little 1800 with fruit punch in it. You know, we had to mix it. I ain't a light liquor dude. I'm more of a dark liquor dude. You know what I mean? I like my dark liquor, but the dark liquor has too much sugar in it, so we're gonna stay away from it for a while. You know, we've been working out and trying to get the body right, as you can see. You know what I mean? We've been getting.
As you can see,
we've been getting to the goddamn.
As you can see, ladies, pop your shit, man. Pop your shit, man.
Feel me? But let's move on to the next topic.
I want to hear your thoughts on this one because you hated this fella. You hated this guy. Raiders firing Josh McDaniels. Finally.
You know, I was talking to, friends of mine's about this firing, and it was about time that he got fired. I bet you the Raiders players are happy about this firing. I'm not going to sit here in front. Like come on. Be honest with yourself about this, man. Like it's not, how can I explain it? It's not worth the time of them keeping Josh McDaniels this season, and it's like it's going to fail either way. You know what I mean? Like after today, right? You saw how the Giants is playing right now. The Raiders is winning 27-6 right now. You know what I mean? Like they're doing what they have to do. I feel like they're happy. They uplifted away from the Josh McDaniels curse. You know what I mean? Josh McDaniels, and I'm not going to say here in front. Josh McDaniels, when was the last time he was ever successful? When he was with Belichick. The thing with Josh McDaniels, when he was a head coach, a lot of people forget. When was the last time he was a head coach? Take a good guess, Keith. When was the last time he was a head coach?
Probably like 2 years ago, I'm guessing. That's a wild guess.
That's a wild guess. It's actually further than that, bro. Now check this out. Take a good guess what team it was.
Shit, bro. You might as well just tell me.
The Denver Broncos with Tim Tebow. A lot of people forget about that stint. He had Tebow as his starting quarterback, bro. So that's what I'm saying. It's just like Josh McDaniels hasn't been a successful head coach, but he has been successful under the Belichick tree. If you look at the past few years in the Belichick tree, it just doesn't work. When you have multiple offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators getting head coaching positions, bro, and never delivers. Matt Patricia never delivered. Joe Judge never delivered.
Delivers.
You know what I mean? Like that tree, bro. It looks like that tree. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something right now. After this Josh McDaniels firing, I feel bad for any head coach that has to be under Bill Belichick. Actually, my bad. I feel bad for any offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator that stays under Bill Belichick, because you know what that means. You're not gonna get a head coaching position because it always fails. The only person I can say that actually had some success is Brian Flores. Some success. And the thing is, like, what the Miami Dolphins is now, they could have been with Brian Flores. They wanted the man to tank. You know what I mean? So that's why it's a wacky situation. It's a wacky situation.
So I'm gonna throw in a soundbite. So before firing Josh McDaniels, The Raiders had a team meeting where players directed their frustrations at McDaniel's. This is coming from My Sports Update. Just so you know, I'm not making this up myself. Directed their frustrations at McDaniel's and unloaded on him. McDaniel's had Antonio Pierce speak on his behalf, and Pierce brought up the Giants 07 team that beat the undefeated Patriots, explaining that how the team believed that they could beat anyone. Pierce said that the Raiders need that mindset.
Yeah.
The players all loved it. McDaniel's didn't. McDaniel's told Pierce when everyone left, don't ever talk about the Patriots like that. That's when everyone saw how divided the building was, and Mark Davis made Pierce his head coach.
Wow.
I think that people fall in love, right, with like certain ways, right? Like you don't see. I think it's like the same thing with the Nick Saban way. You know, people fall in love with that way of doing things.
He's from the Belichick tree. Nobody knows that. He's from the Belichick tree.
Yeah, Saban is. I watched they did a documentary.
Yeah.
About their friendship.
Yeah. You follow football, bro. Come on. Like, you see it, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that once you kind of get used to a certain way of things, you don't see anything other than that way. And I really do believe that he's in love with what the Patriots was. I don't know if anybody can hear my dog beating on the door to come in here. I don't know why.
Nah, I don't hear nothing.
Oh, okay, good, because he's going crazy.
Yeah, Drake. But, like I said, Drake be just hopping in here, jumping on the bed, and going to sleep or watching football, bro. Like I say, he likes sports. You feel me? So,
but I do think that that he kind of just fell in love with that way of football because he was brainwashed. I think a lot of people that love that Patriots style brainwashed. And it doesn't work out. It does not work outside of that Patriots uniform.
It doesn't. I'm gonna tell you the stats right now. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. I did my homework, bro. I had to do my homework, bro. Joe Judge, record 10-23 as a head coach, three-time Super Bowl champion under Bill Belichick. Matt Patricia, 13-29, 3-time Super Bowl champion. Bro, like. Yeah. Come on now, like it has failed. Josh McDaniels, I ain't have to do my math on him. The only person that I can say, like I said, had success, some type of success was Brian Flores with a 24-25 record with 4 Super Bowls. But I'm gonna tell you something. That man was able to coach. They just never gave him a chance to coach. And I bet you if you put him back into the league right now as a defensive coordinator, that defense will be top 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's a great coach.
Oh, definitely.
Great coach. Yo, shout out to him from Brooklyn. You know what I mean? My guy. You know, Brian Flores, man. Shout out to him, man. He's actually the defensive coordinator for the Minnesota Vikings right now.
Good for him.
You know what I mean? So and
you know that Vikings defense is ass.
It's better than last year. That
Vikings defense is ass.
But look, check it out. It's better than last year. You know?
Because it's hard to get worse. I gotta, somebody gotta be honest. I'll be honest, it's hard to get worse.
Yes.
But, yeah, I mean, if since we can finally move on from this Josh McDaniels, we saw this coming. It had to happen. If the Raiders wanted any future or wanted to be good in any faction, the proof was in the pudding. Jimmy Garoppolo is ass. He's ass. I've been telling people this. Since the season started. He's ass.
I got a question.
I do think Derek Carr is better, but that's just comparing ass cheeks to butt cheeks. You feel what I'm saying? One smell bad, one is still ass. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? They both suck.
I got a question. So, you think Kyle Shanahan's system made him look good?
Yes.
That's it. No.
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
I'm not arguing.
Yes. I've been saying this for forever. Yes.
That
man should not have a job. There's no reason that man has a job. There's no reason that man can walk onto a football field and play football and Cam Newton's doing a podcast. That makes no fucking sense to me.
Cam Newton doing a
There's
podcast.
No in hell. That man is playing football right now, and you got Cam Newton interviewing people.
Yeah. And I feel you on that.
That don't make no sense to me. And everyone says the whole, well, Cam brings a lot to the team, and he may take away from this and take away from that. Do you want to win football games?
I feel you.
Do you want to win football games? Call it man's phone.
I feel you. I feel you on that, bro. I feel you on that, and you're right about that, man. You are right about that. Completely.
So, yeah, and it's not just Cal Shanahan's system. It's also the weapons. Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk. They brought him Christian McCaffrey. They gave him a stellar defense. How do you lose? You don't even have to play to win the game. You just got to play not to lose the game. That's a lot of quarterbacks in great systems get.
Yeah.
That's the label they tried to put on Brady. Because Brady always had a good defense. They said Brady don't play to win the game. He plays not to lose the game. And then Brady went out and won. Brady went out and won a fuck ton of games.
I'm sorry, but I don't care. When it comes to talent, Patriots didn't have the cornerbacks and the top name linebackers. You know what I mean?
But
so
you want to know what they did? What they were?
What?
They knew motherfuckers' weaknesses.
Facts. Right,
they knew how to. That defensive Belichick is a lot of things. That man knows defense, man.
Most definitely. You're right on that, bro.
He knows how to play to your quarterback's weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't that they needed these stellar players. They had players that was going to bust your ass. Because remember, their skill in football, that's 100% true. Yes. Their skill in football is 100% true. But on the right day at the right time, effort going to beat skill, bro.
And no arguing that, bro. No arguing that.
So yeah. That man, Jimmy Garoppolo, wasn't a quarterback that was, he's getting the ball, he's dropping back, he's making plays, he's hitting the deep routes, he's busting the slants, he's coming in, he's changing the game, his energy. Fuck no. Fuck no. That man sat there, he said, okay, sweep right, sweep left, sweep right, sweep left, drop back. I got Deebo Samuel, I got Brandon Ayuk, I got George Kittle, I got offensive linemen. What else do I need? I made it to the NFL for a reason. He's in the NFL because he's not ass.
He's not ass, yeah. Everybody.
But he's very fortunate.
Whoever make it to that.
So that's just what that is. On to the next, because I really like this one right here. Tyreek Hill runs into Pat Mahomes for the first time since the trade. Today. The Dolphins cannot beat good teams, bro.
Now, look. Now, you want to say your part? Say your part. Let me go last. I have a rundown for that thing. I watched the game this morning, woke up at 9:30 sharp, turned the game on, and I realized there's something with that Miami team. But tell me your piece, man. Talk to me.
My piece is that they haven't beat a winning team since week 4 of last year against Buffalo when they finally first got the man. And everybody was like, oh, that's it. Super Bowl. Counted him. That's over. It's a Super Bowl. Super Bowl or bust. Super Bowl or bust. Everybody was so involved and believed. And I don't think they're a bad team at all. I really don't.
Yeah.
If they're not a bad team. That's a cop out. That's not fair. But I think offensively, for what they're able to do offensively, and this goes back because I ridiculed the hell out of the Broncos for allowing a team to score 70 points. I did. I went off on the Broncos for allowing a team to score 70 points. To the flip side, a team that scored 70 points to only score 14 points.
Yeah.
That's rough. That's rough.
Right.
If you were going to go all out against that, because in that fourth quarter, you could have, once you got up 45, you could have 3-bench in and then let them boys earn their money a little bit and do their thing. You did it. You wanted to go all in. Cool. I don't hate it. I honestly don't hate it. If we was playing Madden and I got a chance to really bust your ass, Zelly, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. You feel what I'm saying? I get that, but to only put up 14 points today against a defense that has never really been known to be a defensive team. They've never really been known to be a defensive team. Even when they're playing their best defensive football, they're not the best defensive team in the league. to hold that offense, same offense that scored 70, same offense, and shout out to Tyreek Hill because he should be in an MVP race, should be in MVP voting. He should be number 1 in the MVP voting.
Yep.
But to see all that, to see you do those things, and then to run into these boys, Super Bowl contenders, a real football team that's in there every year that everybody's scared of, for you to shit yourself and only score 14 points, yeah, I'm looking at you a little different. And then they bring it, and then when you lose to a team like that, they're going to throw you right under the bus. Because last week, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, everybody loved the Dolphins. The media loved the Dolphins. Oh, yeah, well, they haven't beaten a good team since week 4 of last season. Then you looking at it like, damn, who have they really played? You know what I'm saying? Now you got to scratch your head. Like, okay, like, who they really played? And then you check it like, well, the Jets ain't doing too good. The best player fucked up, and he old. I mean, you could beat Josh Allen on a bad day. You could run into Josh Allen and beat him on a bad day. He have his bad days where you're like, yeah, this isn't the Josh Allen that they paying all this money for. Who have they really played? 6-0 against bad teams, 0-3 against winning teams.
You're making my point. Making my point.
They not the truth, bro.
Making my point. What can I say? Where I'm gonna start at? So, with the Miami Dolphins, I've not that I have no type of faith in them this season, or that they are not good. But one, I'm gonna throw it out there. 2 is good, not great. You know, he's not an elite quarterback. I'm sorry to say it, but he's not elite. This elite word is getting thrown around too much right now.
To everybody.
To everybody. So what is Pat Mahomes? What is Pat Mahomes, bro?
God. If a lot of these motherfuckers is elite, that brother's God.
Exactly. So you know, and then I got throw Lamar. What is Lamar? You know what I mean? Like the only MVP that's in the league, right? The only 3
Jesus.
You know what I mean?
Jesus.
So my whole thing with Miami is, right? You look at Tua's stats. Most of his stats come from who? Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill. This is something that I realized. There's something though that I realized. You know what I mean? But I realized that Tyreek Hill, when you are physical with him as a cornerback, and I'm gonna say this, I'm not saying I could guard him. I'm saying from experience of playing corner and playing against fast people, like who ran 4.2s, 4.3s, you feel me, 4.1s, whatever. But going against fast receivers, you usually play what? Like what is the cushion? You play 8 to 11 yards.
Yeah, you give them the space to run their little slants because you know you got help.
When it comes to Tyreek Hill, you don't do that to him. You need to press him. You watch this whole game.
You gotta put hands on him.
Gotta put hands on him. You watch this whole entire game with the Kansas City Chiefs. What did they do? They got physical with him. Even that fumble with a homie lateral the ball to one of the I think the linebackers or safeties, and he ran it back for a touchdown. Tyreek Hill does not do well with physical corners or physical defenses. And it's not to down him. He's still a top 5 receiver. He is.
He's the best receiver this season.
Exactly. He's still top 5. But then again, when you are a receiver being punched in your goddamn mouth every single drive now, and you can't really get yards, that tells me something. That means that all a corner needs to do is put his hands on you. You can be fast, but I'm going to tell you something. A corner that knows how to box, he's going to press you off the line, period. Done. You feel me? Like, that's all it is. So you look at, I'm gonna throw one example to you. Look at the Super Bowl loss against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Tom Brady that year. You would have thought the offense won that championship. Nope, that defense did.
That defense put him in a box.
They were
every way he went.
They were physical.
They even got in his head because he wasn't even catching shit that was hitting him in the face.
They were physical with him, and that's my point. They were really physical with him. When you are a fast receiver and you're what? He's what? 5'11"? I don't know, 5'10". What is he?
He about 5'6", 5'7".
He's short, but he's stout. You know what I mean? He's stout, but then again,
very stout.
These corners now like 6'1", 6 feet, 6'2". Bro, these corners is not your prototypical corners no more, bro. These guys are huge, man.
No. They ain't doing it that way.
And as a coach, you know, if I was a coach, bro, I'm sorry. Listen, I'm going to get beat. I'm going to get beat the long way. I'm not going to get beat the short way. I'm sorry. Have a field day on me. Press that motherfucker off the line. Defensive line, I want you guys to bring pressure to the quarterback. And Tua, I don't trust Tua.
Hell no.
You know what I mean? I trust Pat Mahomes, but even when Pat Mahomes was trying to throw to Tyreek Hill, he couldn't. Whenever they were physical with him.
It was the physicality. If you're talking Super Bowl, the physicality and that literally the whole offensive line was hurt. Both the right tackles and the center were all backups. But if we're talking today, with what has going on with Tua, no. I think that Tua doesn't have the you can say Pat Mahomes scramble right, throw off that back foot, he could still get 40 yards under the ball.
Yeah.
Tua can't do
that. He got an arm. Tua
has the accuracy.
He has the accuracy, but he doesn't have
Tua
a
doesn't have the arm.
Yeah.
He can't sit back there and not step into his passes because the pass rush is in his face.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's a different, I would say, kind of game. That's why I think they run so many cross routes, because he can hit inside the numbers on the dot.
You know why underneath routes happen, bro? Because you're playing 8 to 11 yards away from the ball. And then they say linebackers are supposed to have their head on a swivel for Tyreek, bro. What linebacker is covering Tyreek Hill, bro?
Only Devin White's the only one I can think of.
You know, but that's what I'm saying. You got to get physical with him. As soon as that man goes into a slant, you know, and then that's what Kansas did today. Kansas communicated. They played great defense. That touchdown that they got, that 14 point, that last touchdown they got when they made it 14, 20. Man, listen, I'm sorry to say it, but Kansas was supposed to beat y'all. Like, and I'm talking really put their what's it called? That trail that tip. They need to put that pressure on the Dolphins. Now, let me give you a couple teams that the Dolphins, listen, I did my homework, bro.
Tell me. Let's get into it.
Did my homework. Now, Miami struggles against who? Good defenses.
Everybody do.
Really good defenses. A lot of people don't know
except
that.
For the Ravens.
Like I said, look, we're gonna continue. We're gonna continue. Listen, we don't know that yet because they never played yet this season.
They played the second best defense in the Seahawks today.
But that's what I'm saying. Look at Miami's struggles. When is their struggles? Against great defenses.
Yeah,
the Broncos does not count as a good defense. You know?
No.
Not this season.
Oh, well, they put up 70. I get what you're saying. They put up 70. You can't be a good defense and put.
Yo, what was that? Episode 2? You told me that.
Yeah.
I know that.
Listen, man. You right. See, sometimes I be going off the last 3 weeks. You feel what I'm saying? I be going off. They've been playing really good defense, but I get you. You right. You ain't a good defense. You let 70 hang on your head. Yo, shout out to my boy Mizzy, by the way. Mizzy, shout out, man. Much love,
my
bro.
boy Mizzy. But think about it. Look at Miami. Their offense is so overpowered against who? I'm gonna give you the names. Let's name the teams that they did beat. The New England Patriots. Who do they got?
Yep. Yeah.
The Denver Broncos. We just spoke about them. They got Patrick Surtains, but they're struggling.
Yeah, they're struggling. Yeah.
I'm sorry to put them out there, but they beat the New York Giants. New York Giants. No, and the reason why I gotta say it,
I get you though.
You know what I mean? It's no like bashing towards your team, but I'm just saying.
No, but yeah, we're not there defensively yet. Like, we're a really good defensive team, but we ain't no top 2, top 3 defensive team. I can be honest with myself. They might lose to Alabama today.
And then you got, again, the New England Patriots. Name a team that the Miami Dolphins played that has good defense.
That's my point.
They have a good record for what? Because they have been playing mediocre teams that cannot play defense on Tyreek Hill and play defense on Jalen Waddle.
Mm-hmm.
They are so-called this high-power offensive team, and they're still in top 5 talks. And I don't understand why. Who did they beat? You get what I'm saying? Who did they beat? They did not beat anybody. They didn't beat the Niners defense. They didn't beat the Baltimore Ravens defense. They didn't beat the Seattle Seahawks defense. They didn't beat the Kansas City Chiefs defense, who are number 1 in pass defense.
Listen, man.
They've been playing really good defense ever since Chris Jones has come back.
Yeah.
So that's my take on the Miami Dolphins. And I'm sorry. They're talented. Jalen Waddle, talented. Tyreek Hill, talented. The Patriots game, Tyreek Hill had what? He had 8 receptions for 112 yards and 1 TD. He averaged 14 yards per carry. 14 yards per catch, right? His average was 14 yards. Then you got Jalen Waddle for 7 receptions, 121 yards, and averaged 17.3 yards with 1 TD, 1 tug. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
And it's against who?
Yeah.
The Patriots.
Nobody that we gonna really worry about in the playoffs.
Thank you. Carry on. We moving on. Shout out to my boy Kendrick Perkins. Got to take that from him real quick because I'm sorry to say it. Miami, bro, I'm going to talk my stuff about them. They ain't it.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next topic. We got the Buffalo Bills versus Cincinnati tonight. Well,
right now, right?
Right now, I don't know what's going on right now.
I'll give you a little blueprint, a little look into it.
Give me a blueprint, man. Give me a blueprint. Talk to me.
I'm sorry, I was looking at my Giants.
Nah, they play 820, bro. We good.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We good. But the topic.
I'm watching my Giants get obliterated right now, and it's hurting my heart.
Listen,
we need it. We need it.
Don't look at it.
We tanking. We're tanking.
Yeah. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it.
It's okay.
But I got you. The next topic. We got the Buffalo Bills versus Cincinnati. But do you think Burrow is better than Josh Allen?
They gonna hate me for this. Hell yeah. I'm all in on Joe Brr. Big Brr. I'm all in on Big Brr, man. Joe, here's the thing about Joe, man. Here's the thing about Joe. Joe got even when shit going bad. Have you ever been around somebody and chaos is going on all around you? Yep. You like, man, I gotta get the fuck up out of here. But the person you with is so calm. You like, maybe we is cool. Maybe we is going home safe tonight. Like, this shit ain't got nothing to do with us. That's Joe, man. Yeah. Even if like, bro, they was 0-3. Yeah. They was getting beat up. They wasn't losing. They was getting beat up. Jamar Chase having conversations like, I told Joe to sit out till week 5. He not really healthy. He's just trying to tough it out. He doing I'm open. They not getting me the ball. I'm open.
And who we talking? We talking about Steph?
That's Jamar.
Jamar Chase. Okay, yeah.
Jamar Chase. He calling for the ball. He's saying, I'm open. Right? Yeah. Now look at them. Right back where they said they was going to be. Winning games. Kicking ass.
Yeah.
Joe is, I think that sometimes we kind of got to look bigger, a little bit past sports and say, yeah, he the guy. Like, he has the guy.
Yep.
He just walk it and talk it, right? Yep. Like, and I think Josh Allen is a really good quarterback. He's definitely in that top 5, top 8 conversation, without a doubt to me. Well, and he's having an MVP season. This is not to take away from the season that he's having.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're talking who would I'd rather have, if we're talking the second half just started and I'm down 14, who gonna put me back there? Joe Burrow is gonna put me back there, and he gonna do it in a way that keeps everybody together, calm, collected, and cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think that sometimes when you watch Josh Allen play, he's chaotic. He's moving a lot. He's trying to figure shit out because he gets outside of himself. That's when you see him start doing stupid ass scrambling shit and ignoring the play calls or overthinking the game.
Yep.
And like I said, Josh is a beast. Josh is a beast. We're not comparing. We're really just comparing the green apple to the red apple.
Yeah.
I don't like my apple sour. You feel what I'm saying to you? So I'm always going to pick the red apple. I like Joe. I like the way he throws the ball. I think he has a great throwing arm. I think he has good athleticism. I think he commands the team well. And that's why they were able to get to the Super Bowl. That's why they were able to do the thing that Josh could, which is beat Kansas City.
Yep.
It's not just talent, because if you put the talent next to the talent, I personally think that the Bengals have a better defense. I mean, when they had what's the defensive end from that they traded for? He hasn't played yet this season, but he's coming back soon.
Yep.
He's from the Broncos. Von Miller. I think with Von Miller, the Bills have a better defense.
Yeah.
And if we're going star by star, stat by stat, I think that Bills have a little bit more. I mean, I know that they got T. Higgins on this side and on that offensive end, and then Joe Mixon. I'll give them that on the offensive end. But on the defensive side of the ball, I think that the Bills have a better defense. When they're all healthy. So, like I said, man, Josh Allen is a great quarterback, top 5. I'm not even gonna he's gonna win MVP this season most likely. Top 5 quarterback this year, top 5 quarterback of this era that we're in. He ain't Joe Burrow though, bro. Okay. He ain't Joe Burrow, bro.
Okay. My sense, like I said, chat. We've been doing our homework, y'all. I'm gonna go with Joe Burrow also. There's no disagreeing with you. But let me tell you why. So with Joe Burrow, if you look at his surrounding pieces, right? They're great. T. Higgins. You got Jamar. You got
Tyler Boyd, sorry.
Yeah, Tyler Boyd. Joe Mixon. You look at those pieces on offense, they're great pieces. Very great pieces. And I did my homework, and I realized if you took away if you took away the main piece, you took away Joe Burrow. We take away Jamar Chase away from Joe Burrow. In a small sample size, right? Only 4 games though, because Jamar been healthy most of the time, knock on wood. Most of the times he's been injured, been going for 4 games away from Joe Burrow. But within those 4 games in a small sample size, Joe Burrow has a passing rating of 99.9 with 1,065 yards.
He's him.
And 8 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions. That is a small sample size of what Joe Burrow really is. You get what I'm saying?
We've seen Josh without Diggs. We've seen Josh without Diggs.
And that's why. Josh. That's what. Let me get to that. Now listen to me. In a larger sample size, because Josh Allen has been in the league longer than Joe Burrow. A lot longer. But if you look at Josh Allen, he has a 15-13 record without Stephon Diggs, and he averages 184 yards without him. Only 184 yards without him. You get what I'm saying? Then we got a larger sample size of his passer rating. It's a 78.2. Like you look at Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is a winner when it comes to the big stage. He has been to the big stage. He has been to the Super Bowl.
Even in college.
He went to the Natty in college.
Yeah.
And won the Natty in college. Even though he had Jamar Chase. And still got Jamar Chase. He's a beast. He's a problem. He is able to get the ball out. He's able to get his team a W without mistakes. Josh Allen, to me, he makes way too many mistakes for him to be my quarterback. Way too many mistakes.
Reckless ones. Reckless mistakes.
Reckless mistakes. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you something right now. I was just having this conversation with a friend of mine. I'm sorry, guys. The fact that y'all keep saying Josh Allen is better than Lamar Jackson, y'all must be out your goddamn minds.
It's ridiculous.
Y'all must be out your goddamn minds.
People love to see them highlights of him throwing 95 yards to nobody.
Not
it's
even
the arm power.
Look, not even that, bro. The man, look, y'all talk about Lamar Jackson running the goddamn freaking football. This year he's averaging only 45 rushing yards a game.
After Josh Allen be running even when people are open.
Josh Allen be jumping over people for unnecessary reasons. And y'all talking about Lamar Jackson's, knock on wood, is going to get hurt. It's ridiculous. Why are we doing that? Because of what? He's a running
quarterback.
He's a running quarterback? Come on now. Man, listen. I'm going to tell you something. When I did my homework and I realized all of this, bro, and saw, like Josh Allen cannot win at a high level when there's no Stephon Diggs. Take Stephon Diggs.
On a high level with Stephon Diggs.
Take Stephon Diggs out of that offense and see what happens.
You can keep him on there and make him go to the playoffs and play Kansas City. They're gonna lose again.
Exactly.
Like, it's a repeating history. We've seen the story. Well, not once. We've seen the sequel.
Yep.
So I don't agree with this. But like I said, I don't think he's not talented. I don't think that he's not good. I do think that he gets outside of himself sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And he makes bad plays. And they become crucial plays.
And it continues on and on and on. Throughout the game, you're going to see it. That's the type of player he is. And I'm sorry to say it. Listen, there's probably people that would disagree with me. But the people that have Josh Allen over Lamar Jackson, I'm sorry.
Crazy.
Y'all crazy for that. Let's move on. All
right, so I see, as a guy who has a team in the NFC East, tonight's battle, Eagles Cowboys, that's going on right now.
Watching it right now, yep.
As a pivotal game.
Yeah, as you can see, Dak Prescott just got sacked. And I had some numbers for you, but it's looking like,
It's Eagles, man. And understand, I hate to say it. Let me tell you something about my issue with Philadelphia.
Talk to me.
It's not even just, and I'm going to be completely honest, and I'm sorry to go on like this, as I'm about to talk my shit to anybody in Philadelphia, because I got a lot of friends out in Philadelphia. I went to college in Pennsylvania. I hate Philly. I hate Philly.
Oh, you hate them, I hate them too.
I don't just hate the team, though. Oh, no. My beef with Philadelphia is past just football. My beef with Philadelphia is the city. Never had a good experience. I've been to Philadelphia. Zelly, I've been to Philadelphia about 12 times.
Yeah.
12 times. Wifey live in Philadelphia.
Me only once.
Wifey live in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Been to Philadelphia about 12 times.
Yeah.
Never had a good experience one time.
Yeah.
Can't tell you one. No, I did. Me and my homeboy Don had went out. Shout out to my boy Don. I think he's in here right now. Shout out to my boy Don.
Yeah, shout out to Don.
We had a great night.
Yep.
Other than that, never had a good time in Philadelphia. I don't like Philadelphia. Philadelphia don't like Keith. You feel what I'm saying? Philadelphia don't like K-Sweat. K-Sweat don't really vibe with Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Now to get to the team, they're a great team. On paper. Whoever the fuck is handling their trade situations and getting these guys in from Tennessee, he holding them by a gunpoint. He got some real freaky information on somebody over there. But some shit is going on in the NFL. Roger, I need you to get involved because this shit don't make sense.
They best
get
friends.
Everybody.
They best friends, bro. They best friends. They best friends.
So to me, Eagles, Cowboys. I'll never like the Cowboys. I don't. Here's the thing. I have respect for the Eagles. Yep. I have respect for the Eagles. I don't respect the Cowboys. I'll never be able to respect the Cowboys. I think that the Cowboys organization, about how they're run and how they do things, is cowardice. I think that they're not America's team. They've never been America's team. They stopped being America's team the year I was born. Mm-hmm. You want to know why they stopped being America's team the year I was born? They stopped being the America's team the year I was born because they ain't won shit since I was born.
Yeah.
Since I was born.
Mm-hmm.
So this whole, and I hate the fans. The fans are fucking goofy.
Nasty. They nasty. But you know something?
Nasty group of fucking individuals. Nasty group of fucking individuals. Nasty. So it's that. It for me is just that Eagles, to me, were competition. That's what, you know what I mean, after we won our 2 Super Bowls, because they only won 1 and we got 4, and it's really not a competition if we're talking organizational history. But I'll give them this past decade. Of this past decade, they did see, in my eyes, they've been the only team that it's been, they're leading this shit. Because no matter what happens when the Cowboys get to that promised land, that playoff, they're going to fumble it. They're going to fumble it. Yep. You can always put your money on the Cowboys fumbling it.
Yep.
They have the talent.
I have notes on that, you know, that they do come up short against
they're gonna fumble it.
Big name. Whenever there's a big name team, they always come up short. But you know, but I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why. My opinion on why I think they fumble it is because of Dak Prescott. And that's Dak Prescott could take you but too far. Like as I see it right now, bro, they about to go for it on 4th. What is it? 4th and what? I'm about to see right now. It's 4th quarter, 1:40 left. 4th and 8. I don't think they're about to convert on this. This game is about to be over right here. But let me tell you something. With the Cowboys, I'm gonna tell you something. NFC East, the NFC this year. I don't want to say this, but the NFC this year is weak. Most of your talent is coming out of the AFC this season. Most of it. You know what I mean? You got to treat the AFC like you treat the West in the NBA. AFC is a tough-ass division. You get what I'm saying? Like, you look at that AFC team, those AFC teams, you still got to throw Kansas in there. You got to throw the Baltimore Ravens in there. You got to throw the Jacksonville Jaguars in there. You know what I mean? Like, you got all these AFC teams that are so good, but you look at these NFC teams, they're mediocre. And the reason why I say it is because you look at the boys, right? The Cowboys is losing, right? I don't know what's been going on this whole time, but if you look at Jalen Hurts' history, right, and seeing where he gets most of his throws at, where does he get most of his throws? In the pocket. Yeah. He get most of his throws in the pocket to A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith.
A.J. Brown, who also should be in the running for MVP
this year, most definitely. But you want to know something? I did my homework. I'm going to say it again. Fluent homework. You know what I mean? But listen, Jalen Hurts has, this is facts, but Jalen Hurts has one of the worst success rates on plays outside of the pocket. And Washington has proved that. And just like that, the Cowboys has lost. Other than that,
not the truth.
They're not the truth. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm sorry to say it. Dallas is going to be one of those teams. The Eagles is going to be one of those teams in the NFC East that they're going to be good. But when it comes to moving on, you know what I mean? Moving on in the season, that's when things is going to change. Like, the Eagles, they're number 1 in rushing defense. Right? They're number 1. They're number 1 in rushing defense. Look at the pass defense, though. Ranked number 26. You look at they're at the bottom of the barrel with who? The Broncos, the Buccaneers, the Commanders, the Bears, the Jaguars, the Chargers. Then, you had the Commanders throwing you for 397 yards. So that's why I don't have so much faith in Philly. I don't have so much faith. I don't have so much faith in Dallas. The NFC, like I said, is kind of weak. I don't know who's going to make it out of the NFC. It might be the Eagles. It might be. I'm sorry. It might be. But then again, they do not have the best defense in the league. And defense wins championships, bro. If you want to be technical, bro. Defense wins championships.
They lost them their championship.
And football, listen, they lost it because of some mishap. Some mishap on the offensive side. I think there was a fumble and Kansas won the game. Yeah. You know what I mean? That year, they had a great team surrounding. They had a great defensive coordinator. They had a great offensive coordinator. Then look, guess what happened? They lose both of them. They lose the defensive coordinator and you lose the offensive coordinator. What does that do? They
lost the middle linebacker and they lost the defensive tackle.
What? And then you do draft some great pieces. You do. Young, great pieces. But then again, I'm sorry to tell you, that defensive coordinator compared to the other defensive coordinator, it doesn't look the same. That offensive coordinator that was with that offensive coordinator, that doesn't look the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm looking at it. Another thing. Who did the Eagles beat?
They talk that talk.
They beat the Patriots.
Don't talk that talk.
They beat the Minnesota Vikings.
Don't talk that talk. They don't like that conversation.
They beat the Buccaneers, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
They don't like
who just
that talk,
who just was in a shootout with Houston. Who listen?
They don't like that talk.
I don't care what they like. The Commanders 2 times.
They don't like that talk.
They beat the Rams, who lost today with no starting quarterback, really. But and what's his name? Brett Rippin or whatever his name. I don't know the dude's name, but whatever. And they beat the Dolphins.
They don't like that talk.
They beat the Dolphins.
They don't like that talk.
So that's my whole thing on this topic with the Cowboys and Eagles. As you can see, the Cowboys and Eagles has this game is over. It's third down right now, 23-28.
Can we go into basketball now?
Yeah, most definitely, bro. We could definitely
go into basketball.
So
I just want to say, when this Chargers versus Jets game coming up, Chargers obliterate these guys. I do think that they're coming into their own. I think we already, bro. I don't. I really, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Zelly. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I really do hate your love for Zach Wilson. It really does.
It's not my love.
I'm gonna be honest. It's really one of my least favorite things about you. It's really one of my least favorite things about you. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you.
It's not my love
for crazy to me.
It's not my love for crazy. It's not my love for Zach Wilson, right? It's my love for the grit and grind of Zach Wilson. And listen to me. Listen to me. Zach Wilson can fold at any moment if he wants.
No, he does. At most moments. Go ahead, though. Sorry.
He hasn't folded. What are they? How many games have we won? How many games how many games have the Jets won? I'm not a Jets fan. I am not a Jets fan. But how many games have the Jets won so far with Zach Wilson? Honestly, bro, you got to be real with yourself, bro. You got to be real.
Be real with yourself.
I am.
You're the one off. You're the one that's off.
Listen,
I'm
gonna tell you why I feel like the Jets are like Zach Wilson, the Jets in the whole, but the Zach Wilson experiment is something that I love. I'm admiring a quarterback that's going back there every night. And I get what you're saying. But I'm admiring a quarterback that's going out there every single night knowing that the odds is against him. Right? And still comes out on top on game-winning drives. Last week, he had a game-winning drive.
Really?
Bro, the Buffalo Bills, didn't he beat him on a game-winning drive? That's what I'm trying to explain, bro. I'm not calling Zach Wilson good, bro. I want you to know that. I want you to know that, bro. I want you to know that I'm not calling Zach Wilson good. But what I am saying, no, listen to me. What I am saying is the fact that I watch a player, right? Imagine I'm going on the field and they don't like me. I suck at corner and boom! But I gotta play corner. That man could quit anytime if he want to, bro. He could be like, yo, listen, I don't want to be the starting quarterback no more. He could do that. He can be like, yo, listen, I don't want to be here. He can fake an injury. He can do all of that right now. He could. But guess what he's doing? He's stepping on that field every night against great teams. Kansas City, great team. Yeah. He's about to step out on that field against the Las Vegas. Is it the Las Vegas Chargers? I don't know what I think it's the Las Vegas Chargers, or is it Los Angeles? I don't know.
Los Angeles Chargers.
Los Angeles Chargers. He's about to step on that field with the Los Angeles Chargers, bro. Think about this. And if he goes out there and does what he has to do and deliver another win, bro, I'm sorry. This conversation we're going to keep having week to week, bro. I'm going to keep proving you that, listen, he has a great defense behind him. He has no offensive line. He's going to continue to get better while he keeps playing.
I just have one thought. I just have one thought.
Yeah, talk to me.
We can move on to basketball because I really want to talk about basketball. I just really have one thought.
Talk to me, bro.
You know when you like wide open ass and it stinks? That is the first thing that comes to my mind when I think of Josh. When I think of Zach Wilson, I think of wide open ass.
You said some shit and Drake looked back like,
what the fuck?
You see him look back. He looked at you and said, "Wait, what?" He be watching football. You feel? He's watching it right now, as you can see. You know what I mean?
Wide open ass. The nigga stinks.
All right.
The niggas. Oh, sorry, I can't even play. My bad. The brother stinks.
Okay.
He stinks.
Okay, it's okay. You know what I mean?
We go on to basketball.
Yes, let's move on to the topic. Tell us the topic. K-Sweat.
And here's the thing,
say it again.
Scoot Henderson. There's been so much hate about how bad he's played in the last 5 games.
Yeah.
He's played terrible.
Yep.
In the first 5 games of the season.
Yep.
1 for 16 from 3.
Yep.
You know, the game is kind of fast. You can tell by the way he's playing that the game is really fast for him right now. I think he gets too much unnecessary hate. I think most rookies do now, period. I think most basketball players, most athletes, period, get too much hate. But I do think that when you're a rookie coming in, starting, and then you're filling in for a guy like Dame Lillard,
yep,
you kind of got to take your time. They knew that while they were drafting you. I don't think his skill set has changed at all. I do think that shooting in the NBA is very different than getting that, because college and NBA obviously are night and day. And being so much better than everyone in college and then coming into the NBA,
yep,
and then kind of figure out where you stand and how your game is going to translate is very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that the hate that he's getting, because you're looking at everyone drool over Wemby, and then you're gonna go on this side and hate on him because it's different. I do think that it's different. I think that Wemby's size helps him a lot. Where Scoot coming in as a point guard, who's a lot like how Russell Westbrook came in, raw, athletic. I don't think he ever really had that silky smooth jumper anyway. I think he has time to develop it. But I just don't like the hate that he's getting, man. I don't like when young guys come into the league and they are faced with these. It gets to you. Like, we're all human. Like, it has to get there. When you see your name, you know they all look up their name, and you see your name and just getting hit on 24/7 is just like, damn, can I get a chance? And in basketball is one of those sports where sometimes it all doesn't translate until late. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, basketball is a sport where you're not gonna see the greatness in a player. Not every player is gonna come into the league and be LeBron and be even Giannis wasn't that good and be these superstars off rip.
Yep.
It's not realistic.
Yep.
Everyone in the NBA is really fucking good at basketball, right? Like it's not like in the NFL where there's certain players that are just really fucking strong. And you're like, yeah, I need them on my team because they may not be fast as shit, but they are strong as fuck.
Yep.
Or yeah, this guy's a really coverage guy. He's just really slow. All the same skill set translating to basketball, right? All of these guys are really, really, really good at basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So give the kid a chance. That's my thing. Because that's all I've been seeing all over my basketball TikTok and my basketball Twitter. It's just everybody just shitting on Scoot. And Scoot, I think, is gonna be a good young basketball player for that team. He just needs a goddamn chance to do. He's not playing for the Lakers. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's not coming into Golden State where he's surrounded by just bucket getters and he's the one bringing everybody down.
Yep.
How many championships did Dame win with him? Fuck championships. How many playoff games did Dame win with him?
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like these young guys are getting a lot of unnecessary hate, man.
So, my whole thing on Scoot, I know a lot of people might not like me on this, especially my boy Dashe. Shout out to my boy Dashe. That's actually Dashe's cousin.
Shout out to Sheik Butters.
Shout out to Da, real one. You know what I mean? Yo, sooner or later we're gonna have our entrance, our nice little intro coming into the podcast. You know what I mean? We gonna get big, bro. We're gonna get big.
Man is really good at a lot of random things, though. People don't really understand that about that. Dashe is really good at a lot of
random things. A lot of random ass shit.
Need it, and man's an expert at it.
Most definitely. So, my whole thing on Scoot right now, it is too early. It is too early to hate on him, but I do believe that he was picked too high. And I hate to say that about him, but going to Portland with the pieces they have, DeAndre Ayton, Malcolm Brogdon is going to the Lakers. He just signed the Clutch Points. You look at who else? Who's over there? Sharp. Sharp is over there. Young. Jeremy Grant. Young. Those guys are young, man. And whenever you see a young team like that, that's the team that vet teams will go for. Like, yo, listen. They put it on their schedule. All right, circle it. This team right here is the team we need to beat. We need this W. We cannot lose against these youngins. It's an inexperienced team. And with Scoot Henderson, in my opinion, for example, when he played the Clippers, what happened? They threw a lot of bodies at him. He didn't get started. What happened? Same thing again. He didn't have a lot of bodies thrown at him, but he is struggling to continue to score because of what? Pressure. He has to be the scorer.
The game's too fast.
The game is way too fast. And I do believe this. I do believe he will be fine. The game just needs to slow down for him. But that's going to take him about what? I'm not a basketball player, but I don't know how long it takes. But give him about 25 games. In my opinion, give him about 25 games and maybe Scoot will come out as not a 25-point guy like Victor Wembanyama that's dropping 40, but
you give people 15 and 6.
15 and 6, 16, at least 10 points. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's something that we really need to look at, man. That's something we really need to look at, man. Yo, shout out to whoever just followed me, man. Thank you for the follow, Dal_2016, man. Thank you. Shout out to you, bro. But like I said, bro, I look at it. Scoot Henderson, bro, he's going to be just fine, bro. I believe he's going to be just fine. I do believe that he's been picked too high. I believe that Chauncey Billups needs to break down the game.
I think he's in good hands, though, with Chauncey.
He is in good hands, and Chauncey needs to break down the game slowly for him. Because if you look at it, you look at the past teams that's come from the G League Ignite. Jonathan Kuminga, slow start, good player, but slow start.
Good player.
You know what I mean? Like you.
And I think the issue is that people take good player and think that you're supposed to average 25.
Bro, the NBA is hard. Period.
Hard. It's a difficult. It's not, and I think that's just where people's disconnect is.
Yeah.
Is that like how's he good, bro? He doesn't average 35 points a game. He's not top 5 in MVP voting. That's not how basketball.
It doesn't work like that, bro. It's either you a winner or a loser, bro. Period.
All of these guys at one point until they got to the NBA was Kobe, bro. The reason that they're in the NBA right now is because at some point in time they were Kobe. And then they got to the NBA and said, I'm not Kobe, I'm Rick Fox.
Pat Mahomes, not Pat. Patrick Beverly used to drop 30 in high school, bro. He was a 30 ball, bro. It was a bucket in high school, boy. A bucket.
And they don't get the simple fact that, bro, not everybody can do that. That's not for every. PJ Tucker said it the best. He said, bro, y'all, a lot of people don't have the mentality to say to themselves, yeah, if I want to do this and be in this and make as much as I can out of this situation, I got to step back and say, I'm a defensive player.
Yep.
That's going to get me paid.
Yep.
That's going to get me paid. Being a defensive player, that's going to keep me on rosters, keep me on teams. PJ Tucker has been in the league for how long? But then you look at a guy like everyone said, oh, OJ Mayo, oh, where is he?
He was a bucket, but
he was there, and that's it. Everybody's a bucket. There's a dude right now on Brooklyn's bench scoring. 30,
you better fit into your role. That's how the NBA works.
He scored 30 in 4 straight games. Guess where he's gonna be? Right back when we get into the heat, when we get into the thick of it.
Yep.
On the bench.
I just feel like
it's not a disrespect thing to him at all.
Who?
But that's my point.
Shout out to who?
Cam Thomas. That's his name.
Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas?
I think he's pretty sure it's Cam
Thomas. He's on the Brooklyn Nets now, right?
He's on the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah. Shout out to Cam Thomas. Good player. Not a role player. He's gonna be a great catch and shoot 3 guy. For the Brooklyn Nets. So yeah, I get what you're saying about Cam Thomas. I'm a little like I said. I'm hard of hearing right now. I'm a little clap right now. This 18. It's my first time ever having 1800, bro. First time. You know, shout out to 1800. You feel me? Come sponsor us, boy.
We need that.
Come on, man. Listen, man. Support us. But we're gonna listen. We only got that. Listen, I'm gonna say this again before we move on to the next topic. The NBA is
hard.
All right then. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Yeah, brother. I gotta know. Kyle Kuzma, Jordan Poole.
Yes. I couldn't wait for this topic, bro. I'm about to talk mad shit. Excuse my language.
If any 2 wild light skins could ever be in the most perfect situation for themselves, is them 2 in DC. I know they running the city wild right now. They was down 20 and throwing oops.
Continue talking.
They down 20.
Continue talking, bro. Continue talking.
They down 20. They down 20 throwing oops. Chat, that's something I've never seen before. It's not even something I've never seen before. It's unheard of. But it's Jordan Poole. It's Kyle Kuzma. That's how they gonna live their life. That's how they gonna do these things, man. They a real wild group. I don't know where did this man go. But yeah,
Bro, man.
it's personally, I think it's a perfect situation for both of them to realize how they can never really run a team. They both young. They both want to get buckets.
Yep.
They both want to. I think that they sometimes. You can hear me?
I can hear you, bro. I'm listening. I'm listening. What happened?
My hold on. I think came on my mic.
I ain't gonna lie. You was speaking. You was talking fine, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You was talking fine, man. You was talking fine. We having technical difficulties right now?
Technical difficulties. We back. But yeah, bro. Like, if I could think of a better situation for two people that love to just get buckets and chill. They got all types of famous, beautiful women in the stands. They live in my career lifestyle. They live in my ain't neither of them gonna average over 7 assists. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Nobody's averaging over 7 assists. But you know what they is gonna do? Average 7 bodies a month. Just 7 assists. When everybody getting on 7 bodies a month,
seven bodies a month is crazy, bro.
7 bodies a month.
Yo, man, that's a great average, yo.
Two of them in 2 on Tuesdays. It's 2 body Tuesdays.
That's a crazy. That's a great average. That's a great average, man.
That's the Magic Johnson numbers. Shout out to my boy Magic.
Make sure he stays safe, man. Make sure he stays safe.
That's all we want, man. That's all we want, man.
That's all we want from him, man. But you continuing or you done here?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
You good? I'm on a more serious note with Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma. I'm on a more serious note.
Okay.
I'm sorry, bro. As a former athlete, they need to grow the hell up.
Ooh.
Them two need to grow the hell up, bro.
Juice.
They need to grow. They need to grow the hell up. You're not winners. You're not gonna get respect in the league. Y'all throwing lobs when y'all getting blown out by 20.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Come on, bro. Like, y'all need to grow the hell up, bro. I'm sorry to tell you, man. I'm about to speak my piece, man.
Shit, man.
I don't care.
1,800 run.
Yo, listen, most definitely, bro. Listen, man. I don't care how much you getting paid.
Yeah.
Your teammates need to respect you, bro, on a serious note, bro, and they don't respect you. I will not respect you, bro. I don't care how much you get paid. I'm not respecting you if you're not a winner. I know you come from a winning culture, but I'm going to tell you something, bro. You was only part of that winning culture for 1 year. 1 year.
Yeah.
Now you're off the leash, and now you're acting up. Listen, I can be told that I'm a nobody. I don't get money. Yeah. This, that, and the third. But I'm going to tell you something, bro. As a former athlete, bro, and watching that, bro, that's disrespect to former athletes, bro. Period. Mm-hmm. An athlete would see some shit like that. I'm sorry. Excuse my French, bro. But if an athlete sees something like that, bro, humble yourself, bro. That's something that my coach told me, bro, and it'll always stick with me. Those that exalt themselves shall be humble, and those that are humble shall be exalted. That's a Bible verse, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma, y'all need to grow up.
Yes, sir.
Kyle Kuzma, you seem like his hype man. You one of those hype men that literally tell your mans to go do it when it's not a good thing to do. You need to be real with him, bro. You need to talk to him, bro. You need to be like, yo, bro, listen, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. We're not winning. We're 1-5.
Yeah.
We're 1-5. We're not winning games, bro. We're losing. We're throwing lobs off the backboard down by 20. We're losing, bro. What is that supposed to do? You had the crowd booing you. We don't care about that. We want you to win, bro. We don't care about the flashiness. You doing jumpers, turning around like you made it, like you stepped. No, bro. Be your own man. That's how it works, bro. As an athlete, you be your own man. You don't be somebody else, bro. You look up to somebody, but you don't follow in their footsteps. That's what it is to be an athlete, bro. And that's
you got that kind of skill.
Exactly, bro. And that's why I'm so mad, bro. This is why I was just like, I just wanted to talk my piece, bro. Like, things need to change over there.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you something. The fact that they sat there, analysts, other podcasts, shout out to them other podcasts, but the fact that y'all sat there and said that he was gonna be another James Harden, y'all must be out your goddamn minds. Because James
was a winner, bro.
He's a winner. He's a winner, and we're gonna get to that topic because I threw that up in there. But that's what I'm saying. Jordan Poole is not a winner. What does he play basketball for? For who? For what? The money and who? The women. That's it.
Not a bad reason to hoop.
It's not a bad reason to hoop.
I'm playing, man. You right though. If you ain't in it to win it, what you in it for?
What are you in it for, bro? The Washington Wizards, bro, I'm sorry to tell y'all this, man. Yo, listen, ownership. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. Y'all need to fix that over there. Y'all need to go get him a vet over there. A real vet. Do not let Kyle Kuzma and Jordan Poole run the show over there. Because if y'all continue that, that Washington team, that DC team, boo, every time y'all step on the court, bro, boo, tomatoes, boo, you know what I mean? That's what's going to happen, bro. I'm sorry, bro. As a former athlete, bro, this makes me mad, bro. I wasn't a basketball player. I was a football player. I was a track runner. But I played basketball. I'm going to tell you something, bro. As a football player, though, you doing all this flashy shit, imagine me getting blown out by 25, 30. And I'm going on the field and I score my first touchdown and I start fucking dancing. Excuse my French again.
Yeah.
Bro, make it make sense, bro. Listen, that ownership needs to change something. He's making too much money. And I won't say that athletes shouldn't make the money they make. They deserve it. But I'm sorry to tell you that Jordan Poole needs to grow the hell up, bro. And if he can't grow up, you need to get a vet into that locker room. And hopefully they get a vet before the trade deadline in January. Or is it February? One of the two. We got another follow in Keefe _Vaughn, man. Thank you for the follow, bro. Thank you so much, bro. But let's get back to it, man. Yo, listen, man.
Hold on, I gotta take. Listen, man. 20-second break. Start the next one. I gotta take a 20-second breather, man.
The next
bathroom break.
We got the next one. What's the next one? Talk to me. What's the next one?
I say we had right into your boy James. I say we say the next one for next week. I say we had it right into your boy James.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Tell him about your.
I want to leave James. I want to leave James alone because that's more. I feel like no. I feel like that's more important right now. I feel like that should be the last topic.
So talk about your MVP picks. I gotta use the bathroom though, man. I gotta piss.
Yo, you see that? Look, my bathroom right there, so we don't have those problems.
You know what I'm saying?
We won't have those problems. But with my MVP picks, we're gonna talk about it. Early MVP picks. We have chat, tell me if y'all disagree with me on these MVP picks. We have Luka Doncic. The man been on a tear, y'all. He's been on a tear. 33.8 points. 10.4 rebounds. 9.4 assists. Come on. Like, he's a monster. And I'm going to tell you something. When my favorite player leaves the league, bro, Luka is my second favorite player in the league, bro. Luka is a monster. He makes buckets look easy. I don't know who the hell is going to do it. Shout out to my boy Kaheem. He is the next Wilt. You feel me? Oh, Wemby is the next Wilt, as he can say it. But then again, we're going to talk about the MVP talks. Wemby Rookie of the Year. No doubt about it. You already know, man. That's a pick. That's solidified. There's nobody else winning Rookie of the Year. Chet, you would think he's going to win it, but I'm sorry. Victor Wembanyama just dropped 40 against the Suns. You feel me? He's a freaking bucket. easy bucket. But we're gonna talk about it, man. With Luka, we're gonna get back to Luka. Luka Doncic is amazing, bro. He came into the league, I hated him, bro. I'm gonna be honest. And the reason why I hated him was because he got buckets so easy. He make it so effortless. He gets to the basket like it's a conga line, bro. He makes it so easy, bro. He is a walking bucket. He is the definition of a walking bucket. Now that he made it back, my early MVP pick, who is the first one? Like I said, I'm off the 1800, but I know I'm talking sense right now, bro. Listen, we got Luka Doncic as number 1 right now with 33.8 points, 10.4 rebounds, and 9.4 assists. Listen, he hasn't won MVP the years Jokic won it and Joel Embiid won it. And I'm going to tell you something right now. Jokic's not going to win it again, and Embiid is not going to win it again. Embiid, he's going to have a good season, but he's not winning it again. Embiid was handed the MVP award. I'm sorry to say it. Jokic should have won it that year. Off rip. Then again, let me get back to the topic, though. I got Luka as my number 1 for MVP. I'm sorry. He is a walking bucket. I'm going to repeat it because my boy K-Sweat is here. He is a walking bucket. He is an easy bucket. He makes it easy. He does not get hard buckets. He don't go to the rim like trying his best. My man's just easy. Light work. Yeah. My boy Kaheem, shout out to him. He just came in here.
Shout out to Kai,
yeah, shout out to Kai. I just said it out here. Wemby, he's winning Rookie of the Year. Chet, he's not winning it this year, but he will be second running. But Wemby will win it because he just dropped 40 against the Suns, and it's going to continue. He's only going to get better because the game is going to slow down for him as a San Antonio Spurs player. Because Greg Popovich is a great coach, and he's going to make it work. My second player, because you said MVPs, correct?
No, MVP. This season MVP.
No, not top 3 MVPs in the voting, because I got somebody else on my list, and I just want to throw him out here, just because I'm gonna throw Jason Tatum in there. I have to throw Jason.
That's my number 1.
I have to throw Jason Tatum in there because he has taken another step. And Kai, I know Joke could do it again, but these voters, they're not gonna vote Joke again, bro, because they get bored of the same shit every year.
There's no way in hell. I'm gonna tell you this right now. You have to be the greatest player to ever bless a basketball court to win MVP 3 times. He's not. He's not winning it. So, Jason Tatum, 29.8 points a game, 9.3 rebounds a game, 4 assists per game. He is playing his role. He's winning with Porzingis. And those with Jaylen Brown and Drew Holiday. He's going to fit in correctly with that team. And then I looked at it. Listen, I don't want to put one person in there. I wanted to put 3. I wanted to put my top 3 because that's how I see it with MVPs, because things changes. Injuries can knock on wood, can move that on. You know what I mean? Injuries can happen. You know what I mean? So we got another one in there. He's an older player. Y'all be surprised that I threw him in here, but he's having a hell of a season again. Steph Curry, with 30.8 points a game, 5.7. Listen, 5.7 rebounds a game and 4.3 assists a game. He makes his team better. The Golden State Warriors is Steph Curry. They are Steph Curry. That Steph Curry is the Golden State Warriors. Period. You get what I'm saying? That's just proven. I'm sorry to say it. That is proven. That Steph Curry is the Golden State Warriors. So that's how I look at it. So I got Luka, my number 1. Number 2, I got Jason Tatum. And number 3, I got Stephen Curry. I could have threw Jokic in there, but I'm sorry to tell you. There's no there's no voters out there that's going to vote for Jokic another time, bro. They can't do it. They're not going to do it. You don't deserve it. Like I said, you cannot unless you are undeniably the best.
Not even that he doesn't deserve it, bro. But he does deserve it because this team wins. Listen to me. His team wins, bro. They're still winning. But I'm going to tell you why he won't get it. Because we as human beings, we get tired of the same stuff every single year. We have short attention spans. We don't like seeing the same thing. Look at James Harden. James Harden was amazing. 30, 35, 40, 35, 36, 38. He averaged like 37, 38 points for almost like 50 games. We got tired of it.
Here's my thing, bro. Here's my thing. If Michael Jordan...
We got tired of him too.
But that's the thing. If if Bron only got 4, how the hell you gonna get this man 3 in the span of 5 years? That's crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. But I'm gonna tell you something. They deserve it. It's just they get bored. Kobe, they got bored. Just guess who they voted other than Kobe? You remember who? Phoenix Suns. Who did they vote?
He didn't even. I don't even know why he has not. He shouldn't even have one, averaging 18 and some shit. Like, that's crazy to me.
So my point has been proven. When it comes to
right. I'm not saying you.
When
wrong.
it comes to when it comes to MVP vote, listen, I go in for the NBA, and I wasn't even a freaking high basketball IQ player. But I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I know my stuff. I watch the game. I study the game. I see what happens, bro. But I'm gonna tell you something.
1842 in your system. I love it.
Yo,
I ain't gonna lie. I love it.
1800, bro. 1800, bro. 18
that
light tequila.
That shit got gas.
Light tequila. You feel me? We feeling good, man. We about to go play the game after this. But other than that, you feel me?
Join us on the game, man. Please join us on the game.
Yo, for real, man. ZellyBjuice on Xbox. Add me.
Now, let me go with my 5. Can I go with my 5 now? I'll give you 4.
You got 5?
I might only got 4, really.
You got 4? Early. So you want me to tell you my 4? My last one? Because I did 3.
Right? You only gave me 3.
I only named 3?
Yeah.
My 4th is a biased pick, but he has been on a freaking tear this season. And that's PG-13.
I knew you was gonna say that bullshit, bro.
Bro,
it's not bullshit. It's not bullshit. It's not
bullshit. If you look at the stats,
he should have at least one by now. He just plays so bad in the playoffs that he doesn't get it.
No, not even, bro, because the MVP is before the playoffs. He lost it to Giannis that year, remember? And then he lost the defensive player of the year to Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert shouldn't have won. I don't believe that if you can't guard all 3 levels, you're not a defensive player of the year, bro.
Exactly.
You can't guard 3 if you can't guard all 3 from the 3-point line to the midcourt. If they are picking on you on pick and rolls, how are you the defensive player of the year?
Facts. And that's how yo, listen, I'm sorry to go on and ramble on, bro, onto this topic, man. I'm sorry. But that's how I see it. PG has been on a tear. Even though they lost that Lakers game, who put them in overtime?
Yeah.
He made those 3 free throws, and guess what? Those 3 free throws was crucial.
You ain't wrong.
There's not a lot of players that can step up to that line and that can make those 3 free throws to bring them into overtime. There's not a lot of them. There's not a lot. And I'm not saying there is a lot. There's not a lot of them. There's only a couple of players that can do that.
All right, man. Let me get my 4 off.
Do your thing.
I agree with you with the Luka, though. I definitely agree with you on the Luka.
Monster, bro. Look at the stats, bro. 33.8, 10.4, 9.4 assists. Continue. Almost a triple-double.
I like Luka.
Yep.
I like Jason. I already told you. I think Jason Tatum is there now.
Monster. He reminds me. Listen, he reminds me of a young PG. That's who reminds me of a young PG right now.
Here's where it's gonna get a little difficult. Here's where it's gonna get a little different.
It's not gonna get difficult. We all have our own opinions, bro. I'm okay with it.
Anthony Edwards, for what he was doing.
Yeah.
For what he was doing for the USA team, I think he has the clout now because a lot of this shit is all clout. I think he has a clout now. I think he's a damn bucket getter. He's not.
He's a bucket getter. He is. Listen, we're all gonna have our own different MVP votes, bro.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
It's alright, bro. It's alright.
Give me 1 second.
Yes, sir.
Sorry about that. But he's got the clout. He's got the clout now, and yeah, I think he's there now, right? Like he's not in that conversation as young, like little bro conversation anymore. He's coming to hoop. He's there to hoop. He's getting things done over there. And he's probably the best player on his team now.
Yep.
And now my last pick is probably my most controversial, but I think he's just a young guy who's coming up, getting buckets. Again, best player on his team. He can get his team over the hump. You'll see it as, you know what I mean? Yeah, he's that guy. But Donovan Mitchell is very lost in the sauce in Cleveland.
You're not wrong on that, bro. And listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm the most biased person in the world. Kahim taught me the word bias. Like you can be biased but still be open-minded. But
yeah,
you know what I mean? Donovan Mitchell is a freaking bucket getter and he's a winner. You know what I mean? And he is slept on a consistent basis. So I get what you're saying. Continue. There's no controversial pick right there, bro.
Yeah, I think here's my issue. My issue with PG is never about his talent. It's always about he's older now. He's finishing. Yeah, like he's looking. If you're looking, I really do believe that if you're looking to win in the playoffs, you can't have an MVP season in your 30s.
Yep.
Because you're not gonna have the energy to go all the. MVP is a young man's award. It's a 30 and under award. MVP is a 30 and under award.
Okay.
I don't think that you can get to that age because either you're just gunning for that and you know your team doesn't have that aspirations to go against them Giants when you get into the playoffs, or it's just like you're like, yeah, bro, I want to win. I'm not gonna be able to give you 35 points every single night.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of damn work for 82 games.
Yeah,
that's a lot to be doing for 82 games. So it's not really liable for me as somebody who's like, yeah, I want to win a championship to say, yeah, I want to put my body through all of that and then have to go in a 7-game series against the Lakers, go in a 7-game series against Cleveland, go in a 7-game series against 76ers. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not realistic.
So my whole thing with that what you just said about what's it called with PG, I get what you're saying. I know, listen, you make sense on the 30 and up, like they can't win MVP or whatever. But I'm gonna tell you the reason why I do feel like he has taken another step. Where if you watch the past few games with Kawhi Leonard, and we're gonna move on to the topic. Onto the James Harden topic when we speak about this. Yeah. But as you can see, Kawhi Leonard has taken a step back because PG has been on a tear. He has been hot. And the thing is, this is where I'm going to move on to the next topic now. With this is the James Harden topic, where this is where it gets interesting. Will James Harden be a positive or a negative influence on the Clippers? Now, I'm going to say my part. I might go on for a bit on this part. You know what I mean? We had a minute 38 mark. You feel me? We can move on to the 150 mark or whatever. But this is my view of things about the James Harden experiment now. And, you know, I'm hating these analytic people that's talking about who's going to take a step back, who's going to... Listen, I'm going to tell you something, bro. If you're great, you're freaking great. Period.
Okay.
You look at the Brooklyn Nets. Why didn't the Brooklyn Nets work? You had Kyrie tripping the hell out. KD was by himself, really. Look, James Harden, the year he went to the playoffs, what happened? He strained his hamstring. He wasn't healthy. So you got to think about it. And think about, I hate when these analytic people come out and talk about James Harden like, oh, he has taken himself out of the Houston situation was the best situation. Took himself out of the Brooklyn Nets situation when it was a good situation. The Brooklyn Nets situation wasn't a great situation. I don't care how much money the man was going to make. He threw that situation. He did that for his well-being, his sanity. Kyrie Irving was too much. The news was who? Kyrie. It wasn't about James Harden, and it wasn't about KD. What was the news about mostly? Kyrie Irving. There was an issue with Kyrie Irving. Sorry to speak about it, but the semantic, the thing with the Amazon and all, bro. Yeah, I'm not getting canceled. But anyways, I'm not going to talk about that. Yeah, I'm not getting canceled. But that's the thing. You feel me? Like, he said something, now he's not playing, he's suspended. Bro, if you are a player in the league, are you trying to tell me that you're going to sit there and be part of that? You're going to be part of that mess? So guess what? James Harden said, hell nah, bro. I want to play basketball. I don't care about nothing else. The New York media, bro, was too much. I'm going to be honest with you. It was too much. New York media is too much. No matter what New York team you play for. The Knicks, the Brooklyn Nets, the Jets. I don't know about the Bills. The Giants. You know what I mean? Like the Rangers, the Islanders. Bro, I can go on and on. These teams, bro, that is in New York, the media is so harsh on them. When did we hear about James Harden when he said, yo, listen, I don't want to be here no more? Because of what? It was more than basketball when he was in Brooklyn. So I'm tired of the analytic people coming out talking about James Harden being an issue. Then he goes to Philly. Yes, he gets his way. So be it. He gets his way because the owners give him his way. He don't have to have his way. Dame didn't get his way because he was quiet. He could have been in Miami if he started something. But he didn't. I do get what you're saying, bro. I do get what people are saying. Like, oh, he could have been, what's it called? He could have been more professional. Listen, when it comes to business, and maybe I don't know this side, but when it comes to the business side, bro, I work a 9 to 5, bro. When it comes to the business side of things, there's certain things that you need to do in order to be comfortable. You get what I'm saying? So let's move on. Let's get to the topic of James Harden being a positive or negative influence on the Clippers. And like I said, I was going to ramble on to this situation. He's been traded to the Clippers. He got his wishes. Episode 2 and 3. I've said, you said he was going to stay a Sixer. What did I say? He was going to find his way to the goddamn LA Clippers.
You was right about that.
I was right about that. I'm going to tell you something. I swear to God, I sat in this bed. Kid you not, Keith. I sat in this bed and woke up, rubbed my eyes, brushed my teeth, you know what I mean? Took a nice little shower. You know, got in my car, bro. Sometimes I go on YouTube sometimes when I'm in traffic. You know, I scroll real quick. You know what I mean? Don't text and drive, y'all. I scroll real quick. And I saw James Harden to the Clippers. And I said, oh, damn. It really happened. You know why it happened? Because they found out Tyrese Maxey was going to be a stud. They realized, listen, let Tyrese Maxey play the game. Let him do what Tyrese Maxey needs to do to win the game. You feel me? Yeah. So my whole point is where James Harden being a negative influence on the Clippers, I'm sorry to tell you this. We need James Harden. We do. And the reason why I feel that way as a fan is because, look at it. Russ is a Hall of Famer. Russ is he is a top 75 player of all time. As they say it, and average a triple-double. But I'm going to tell you something. When you have a player on your team that other teams have an issue with them, like they have a game plan where it's a scout where it's like, yo, let Russ cook. As in, let him shoot the ball. Let Russ shoot the ball. Russ is not a great shooter. He's a decent shooter. Never been. He's a decent shooter. He's a streaky shooter. He's not a JR streaky. He's more less than a JR streaky. JR was more like, JR was a bucket. When he saw the three, that man was shooting that thing. Russ, he is a streaky shooter. A really streaky shooter.
Yeah.
There's a reason why we got James Harden. And the fact that people sitting here saying how it's going to work, people act like, and this is what I said earlier, I had to really put my 2 cents into it. People act like Kawhi wasn't part of a team that he had to play as a 4th option or a 3rd option.
That was years ago, but okay.
Doesn't matter.
Years ago.
Doesn't matter.
Years ago.
Doesn't matter. What was Kawhi's job? What was his job?
That was when, bro, but that was back.
We're not going to talk about that, bro. What's his job?
No. I get you. But if you're going to bring that into place, understand that all time, are you picking Tim Duncan over Kawhi Leonard?
During those years of those championship runs?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you would say the same thing about Ginobili. You would say the same thing about Tony Parker at that time.
Yes, those are
but he's not that man anymore.
But listen to me. Those were the vets, bro. You gotta remember, you have to take.
Exactly. That's the only reason he did it.
You have to take a step back. And people saying that Kawhi is selfish. Kawhi don't need the ball in his hands to be productive.
I don't think he's selfish.
I know, but people is acting like Kawhi need the ball in his hand to be productive. Kawhi is a post up. You put him in the pick and roll, and you post him up with somebody that's small, that's a mismatch. Kawhi's gonna get.
He's a mid-range monster.
Kawhi, listen. Kawhi and PG has been successful, right? Think about this. Kawhi and PG has been successful with themselves as PG being the facilitator, and Kawhi. PG wasn't really a facilitator, bro.
He's an all-around basketball player, though.
That's what I'm trying to explain to people, bro. On a daily note, bro. Like, people don't understand where PG comes from. He came from a system where, when he was in Indiana, he wasn't the star when Danny Granger was there. He took the step, but when it was time,
he was a defensive specialist.
Exactly, and they said something. I saw something where PG. Listen, I don't know the quote really well, but he said it. There is going to be some sacrifices that has to be made. And the thing is, I'm going to tell you something right now. Kawhi is going to be one of those players that's going to make that sacrifice. Russell Westbrook is going to be the player that's going to make that sacrifice.
So here's my point.
Continue real quick. I do believe this. PG and James Harden is going to have a hell of a season this year. And I'm just mark my words. Every analyst out there is talking about how it's going to work. It's the same way I say it's how the Brooklyn situation is going to work. The same way they said that.
And it failed.
Remember the 2K? They had the James Harden dribbling, and they had the Kyrie Irving dribbling. Talk to me.
Look.
Yeah.
I genuinely think at this point in his career, and when he came out and made that statement of, they tried to put me in a system. I don't play in a system. I am a system. Yep. That is obviously a red flag.
Yep.
But I do think that everywhere he's been besides Houston and OKC, he has been the issue.
Yep.
I think he's a hell of a basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that, one, his ability to play off ball is non-existent. He does not have an off-ball basketball game, which is...
Who we talking about?
James Harden.
The point guard, bro. Continue.
He has a non-existent off-ball basketball game. For example, Kawhi Leonard can play off ball. PG can play off ball.
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook cannot play off ball, but forced to play off ball, his inside the arc game, his close to the basket game is impeccable.
Yeah.
He can make really tough layups. He has great vert, strong, getting to the paint. James Harden's the only one without those abilities.
Yeah.
Not that he doesn't have them. He chooses not to have them. He's not too great on the defensive and on a defensive-oriented team, because one thing Russell Westbrook is a hustler. Every game, all game, he plays with emotion and he plays with hustle.
Yep.
I do believe that, and the reason that I say that James is going to be a negative impact on that team is because when you're playing with James, you have to deal with James's ego. I don't think PG has an ego because PG
PG don't have an ego and Kawhi don't have an ego.
Kawhi doesn't have an ego. They like to hoop. I don't even really. I think Russell Westbrook has a really bad rep. I don't think he has an ego either. He's just difficult to play with because he gets in a mode where he's Russell Westbrook, where he realizes that he's Russell Westbrook and he's like, I'm in Russell Westbrook mode.
Yeah,
but I don't think he has an ego.
Yeah.
James Harden has an ego.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that he forces his way off of teams, even though that's a red flag in itself. It's how he does it. That is like, if you watch it, it's just very slight.
If he gets his way, bro, listen, if he gets his way, bro, that's not a problem. Period.
But the issue is what are you willing to do to get your way? That's the red flag there. What you're willing to do to get your way?
What did he do other than the Houston fat suit?
Daryl Morey's a liar in front of a bunch of kids is crazy.
My man's was in China, bro. And the man translated it for them.
It's crazy. It's
and people in China does not like Daryl don't like Daryl Morey. If you don't know the history behind that. But continue.
Here's my thing.
Yeah.
To wrap up what I'm saying is just that I think that what he will bring to you guys on the court, you can get from him what you need from him on the court, because you guys don't really need a lot. You can get from a Malcolm Brogdon.
Yep.
You could have got from a Drew Holiday.
Yep.
I think that he plugs in as a name for the fans to get really excited about. His scoring ability has taken a decline. We saw that in the playoffs. We saw that in the regular season. Obviously, he's an older man, so his athleticism is going to have to take a decline.
Yo, my camera's tripping right now, but only if you honest. Like, I don't mean tripping while it's blurry right now. I might have to really buy a new camera. But continue, bro, because now I'm gonna throw some. I'm gonna throw some things at you, some facts at you. But continue.
But yeah, I just don't think that for what you guys need, and like I said, you don't need a lot. I think that you got more than you really bargained for, and you're not gonna really see it till it gets to that late season.
Okay,
that's all my 2 cents.
Okay, so I'm gonna end it with my final 2 cents here with James Harden. Number one, he will be accepted in the locker room. You know that for a fact.
No, he will be. They wanted him so bad, so he will be.
That's number one. That's number one. Westbrook will still be the leader of that team. Westbrook will lead those boys. He will lead them. Okay. His grit and grind will lead them to playoff wins. Okay? Then we got a stat where analytically, people are going to sit here and talk about, oh, his scoring has declined. There's a reason why his scoring has declined, bro.
Same with the MVP.
Not even that. When he was with Brooklyn, he averaged in 80 games, 23 points, 10.5 assists, and 8.2 rebounds.
Okay.
You talking about he took a decline scoring. Yes, he did. He played his role, and Kyrie Irving and KD were supposed to play their role.
Okay.
Let's continue. We got the 76ers. He averaged 21 points, 10.6 assists, and 6.4 rebounds in 79 games. With the MVP. He made Joel Embiid that MVP, if you want to be technical.
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that.
Let's continue. His win percentage is a 651. That's over 500, correct?
Yeah.
With Brooklyn, it was a 688.
He won games. He won games.
Now listen to me. At Brooklyn, he was what? At 688. And at the 76ers, he was a 651. In Houston, when he was, remember that saying? You sent that text to me that he is a system. He's not the system. Anymore, though. No. What people is it misinterpreting, right? If you read it, you read in between the lines. What he is saying is he is the point guard. He is the one that facilitates the whole entire court. But his way of facilitating the court is dribble, 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 step back, pass out, sometimes. And guess what? He has been so lethal in the league with the pick and roll. The pick and roll. Listen, Keith, listen to me. K-Sweat.
You politicking for the man.
No, I'm not politicking for the man, bro, at all. I'm spitting facts. That's what I'm doing, bro. I put the numbers together. That's what I'm trying to explain, bro. I'm putting this into perspective where when he was with Houston, his win percentage was a .639. 639 over 500 with Houston. Because guess what? He was the playmaker and the scorer for that team. Name the players on Houston who was able to help him. Robert Covington? PJ Tucker? Clint Capella? You want me to keep going on? So that's where my 2 cents is at. And then again, if there's any coach in the league, I'm going to end it right here. If there's any coach in the league that can do it, it's Ty Lue. And I'm going to tell you something right now. If it fails, James Harden, you're getting the vet minimum. PG and Kawhi, you better be taking a hometown discount. Because you won't be getting another big contract. I'm not politicking. I'm spitting
that's
facts.
A bold statement right there.
I'm spitting facts. Why you think they brought James Harden in?
Clipping that. That's going on Instagram because we clipping that.
Go ahead.
Clipping that.
Go ahead.
Clipping that last second. That's going on Instagram.
Go ahead, bro. Like I said, bro, at the end of the day, you look at the Los Angeles Clippers, they're desperate to win. And if it doesn't go further than if it don't go further than the Western, I'm not saying championship. I never said that. If it doesn't go further than the Western Conference Finals, it was a fail. And it's over.
Flip it. That's it. That's where we stopping it right there.
Thank
I
you.
want you to eat.
Thank you.
I want you to eat those words. That's all. But
Thank
clip
you.
it. I'm fine with that. Listen, man. It's been a good pod, bro. We at 155, man. We got close.
2 hours, most definitely. 2 hours. We clipped it right there. Catch us on episode 5. I don't know if my boy, K-Sweat is gonna be here next week Sunday. I don't know. Let me know, man.
Oh no, I'm in the crib, man. I'm in the crib now, man.
Next
I'm in
week.
the crib now.
So next week Sunday, most definitely, we will definitely.
Thank y'all for tuning in, man. That's love, bro.
Thank you, man. New Culture Podcast. We out, man. Do y'all thing, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.